Abuja, Nigeria's federal capital territory, got a surge of dignitaries across the globe to discuss how to get Africa ready for the fourth industrial revolution. The event called Digital Africa 2017, in its 5th edition, has as its theme the Fourth Industrial Revolution, Getting Africa Ready. The event attracted players from both the private and the public sectors of the Nigerian economy. From the active president, represented by the Honorable Minister of Communications, Barrister Adebayo Shitu, to the DG of NIDA, MD Galaxy Backbone, DG Nota, did not fail to impress the audience.
As African countries and indeed Nigeria continue to seek ways to leapfrog development, this year's theme, the Fourth Industrial Revolution, Getting Africa Ready, is one that is enthralling. The world, as we know, is experiencing a shift from the traditional ways of doing things to a more ICT-driven way of doing things, thus heralding the era described by many as the Fourth Industrial Revolution.
Whenever we are discussing our revolution, it's better to look into our situation critically to identify our peculiar challenges to see how we can at least manage them or accommodate them or how we can amend them to see what we can do. Secondly, sometimes we have misplacement of priorities. NIDA being the clearing house for IT projects of all MDS. As we all know, on 18th of July 2006 and 21st June 2012, Federal Government of Nigeria mandated all agencies, whenever they intend to embark on any IT project, they must go to NIDA and seek for clearance. So when I came on board with the support of my colleagues, we tried to strengthen this responsibility. And MDs are coming day in, day out seeking for clearance. In most of the presentation, you will see misplacement of priorities.
The fourth industrial revolution, it says. And I think there is need to provide elaboration on this revolution. What revolution are we talking about? I believe Dr. Evans were talking about the digital revolution. Correct me if I'm wrong. So we're talking about the digital revolution. And this revolution, as usual with all the revolutions, come with benefits and risks. And I think it is important that we try to manage both. And I will give an example of the benefits. In his famous book, Transformation to a Networked Society, Professor Hanna, I'm sure many of you who are conversant with the work of this very fine gentleman in his classic, said the benefits or the exciting benefits, exciting opportunities of the digital revolution are 5.
From the private sector and the NGOs, their presentations were mind-blowing and thought-provoking.
I keep telling people that yes, indeed, we go on and on about corruption, but guess what? Yeah, you can still thrive in spite of corruption. India is similar to us in that it's multi-ethnic. It has challenges with corruption, but yet it delivers growth.
Many would argue that in Nigeria, our businesses are extremely resilient. We deal with power failures, we deal with network outages, we deal with so many challenges that in other parts of the world, people would actually lose their head. So really, in a nutshell, our cyber resilience in this particular instance is about the equation of cybersecurity and a level of business robustness so that we continue.
For people in rural areas, we have created a community funding model to ensure that irrespective of how much they earn, if they are situated in a local community, they should be able to access healthcare and get medications that they need to stay alive. So this is the green land we present against the grey land that we've been seeing all along. And so this is the impact that we're talking about. We are helping community healthcare workers make the right diagnosis, help them administer drugs appropriately, make sure that we reduce the burden of patients on doctors by 60%, and make sure that we channel healthcare funding to the right places and reduce waste by 40%.
So we have a messaging center where you have an internal messaging embedded into the system. You have SMS, emails, and you can communicate to parents, your student, or your teacher at will. Then the e-learning platform, any school of interest can also incorporate e-learning, whereby students can learn off school, so they can learn from their tabs or their phones at home, so they can continue the process of learning.
Positive as the presentations were, there was, however, a note of caution on what Africa should do to get ready.
I always say that when I think of the fourth industrial revolution and how to get Africa ready, one, I'm full of excitement. There's a part of me that is full of excitement because I believe that for once, if Africa worked very hard enough, we'll get it right and we'll leapfrog development. But on the other hand, I'm also full of trepidation. Why? Because I believe that we may probably not realize the extent of this new technology and its power and may not take it seriously enough and provide for ourselves the foundational technologies that need to be in place for us to take off. If that is not, if that is the case, then it means this revolution is also going to pass us by. Yeah, so there's a part of me that is apprehensive.
You've traveled a lot, you've seen technologies outside the country, and when you come back, it's difficult for you to actually see what we have. And then even what we have are not as exciting as where the current technology trends are. We are in the era of machine learning, virtual reality, and all that, and we're still here creating changeovers and all that. And the thing is, our focus should begin to be for the global market and not the Nigerian market.
This was, however, corroborated by the DG National Automotive Council of Nigeria, Dr. Jelani Aliyu.
We all know that there is a certain magnificence that is Africa. And for us that are here and across the country, we know that there is even a greater magnificence that is Nigeria. Any country with a population of over 180 million is serious business. And so as this fourth industrial revolution starts, we must not just be beneficiaries of it, but we must be at the forefront of bringing in a whole new world.
To assess the readiness or otherwise of the Nigerian private sector, Digivation took a tour of the various tech at play at the show.
Okay, these are our drones, and as you can see, we have two types of drones here. Visually, this is a high-powered zone, high-powered drone. It's used for basically surveillance, okay, all kinds of surveillance, marine surveillance, your school perimeter surveillance, even little party surveillance. I mean, like this hall, you are trying to take pictures of your events, you could have this solar panel broken into pieces and combined. So what this does, what it gives to you is it gives you power to have energy anywhere, fast and easy to deploy. A good example, you need to go to the village and power is not really available. While on your way to the village, it has, you connect the DC to your 12 volts DC of your car. It comes in here and you have a long drive, maybe about 10 hours. It takes about roughly 4 to 8 hours to charge. So before you get to your destination, it's fully charged.
One of the things that I know people are, besides we do a lot, CECAD is a turnkey solution provider when it comes to IT and home improvement products. But one of the things I know people are interested in, they are interested in small devices that can enhance living. People are much more interested in their health, and so they will prefer pedometers and smartphones and smart devices that can report their heart rate, how their sleep rate is, etc. people are actually interested in alternative energy, which is a key when it comes to Nigeria. And I can tell you it's encouraging.
Also responding to the cooking need of the same base of the pyramid poor people market is the biofuels. So we designed a special purpose cook stoves. So this stove does not use kerosene, doesn't use gas, does not use charcoal, but it runs on what we call biofuel. Biofuel is the same thing you run your car with, but it's very, very safe, it's natural, it's organic. So this one is a jelly paste bioethanol that we produce from conversion of biomass waste. The waste paper, the agricultural waste, the water hyacinth that you see on Lagos waterways is what we have converted, formulated to create a cooking fuel. And the demonstration is what you just saw on how it's being used. So this with the stove provide a family with clean, safe, and affordable energy. So no more smoke inhaling, no more high blood pressure, respiratory problem that you experience, and all other challenges that women have to go through. And that's why we concluded that it is not fair for us to continue to subject our women to the condition that they experience in the kitchen. So we said cooking should not kill. Thank you.
Even men are cooking in the kitchen too anyway.
Yes.
Okay, but you said it's also run on cars.
Yes.
So you mean you just take it this way and then you put it in your car and
No. So everything is about formulation, everything is about adaptation. So this is jelly paste, but for the other one that run on our automobile, like I've been using this in my car for the past 5 years, that one is liquid. You see it transparent liquid. So it's another process that we take the products through.
We are an online and offline farmers market that connects the buyers and sellers to buy agri products basically. Buyers register, sellers register. I'm a seller, I would be like, I have metric tons of maybe ginger, and you at the other end, you are in need of some bags of ginger. We just link you up and transaction is made.
Last but not the least are the ones referred to as the owners of the fourth industrial revolution, called the youth. They were there in their numbers with those interested in youth affairs and innovations.
It's part of our mandate at Startup Arewa to unlock potentials and also see how we can be able to create more awareness for young people in the northern ecosystem to know things like this happen, so that at least they can come and participate, network, and also come and learn. So we actually did a lot of, we partnering with Digital Africa. We created a lot of awareness for the past 2 months to our network to be able to call for them to participate in this maiden events, which is an avenue for them to come and meet stakeholders in the IT space, to come and learn from them, to also come and listen to great speakers, and also to come and exhibit, those who have anything to exhibit. And there was a session for startups, which we have some few startups from the northern space that came around. Blue Hub came all the way from Kano, and also N-Hub was quite represented from Jos. So this is the kind of awareness we created.
The idea behind the Startup Southwest is just for us to bridge the gap between the graduates or artisan and the technology, because we felt there are a lot of young ones around that they are looking for white-collar jobs that are not really existing. They might have been to university or polytechnic, they might have acquired one technical skills or the other. But our own job just to create a platform for them to triumph. We bring those guys together, we bring the government agencies and the lawmakers and private sectors for them to like, okay, fine, these are the wonderful software applications these guys they've been doing that covers health, agric, security, transportation, logistics, and something like that.
We're talking about the fourth industrial revolution, and we also have technologies that belong to the fourth industrial revolution here being exhibited. We have people exhibiting drones. We have somebody exhibiting a virtual reality, system. Biotechnology is here. So all kinds of things that are to do. In fact, there's a 3D printer, also here. So all kinds of things that are to do with the fourth industrial revolution are being exhibited. And the number of people, the legs that are also, going around looking at things, it's a lot more than has been the case since we started. So I'm really glad.